All right. So we have the nail strip, the prep pad, the file. The box I leave open like this and I put all my trash on it. This makes it easier. And I am doing the new set in another galaxy. I actually prefer glitters. I turned my phone around so that I would stop reaching for the wrong spot on the camera. I always open and pull out my sets first because before I do my prep pad. I have my book over here in my way. That's why, because I usually have to adjust things, and now I'm ready. So use your prep pad, use it on all your nails. This gets rid of any oils. It's just like an alcohol pad, FYI. So buy yourself a box, keep them handy. You can buy them in the pharmacy department. Buy the bandages and buy the diabetic supplies. I usually try to go over them twice because I have really oily nail beds. If you have really oily nail beds, really important to use like the Dawn first, and then make sure you use the prep pad. And then there's even stuff that dries out your nail. I forget what it's called. That you can buy. And it's really important, like I'm constantly touching myself. It's really important not to do that. All right, so the first thing you want to do is measure your nails. So I already know which ones fit my nails. So like I know that one doesn't. So I'm gonna rip that one off, set it aside. So then we're gonna move to the next one. And measure it. See how it fits? So first, I do the anchor method. So I don't like to touch the sticky part as little as, I like to touch it as little as possible. So I peel, and this one, the back is white. Some people like to put like darker colors underneath to give it a different effect. So I put that back on, and put it back on, it's stuck to my finger. And then I flip it over, I peel the tab off. These are nice stiff pieces, stiff sets. Like, make sure I can get it under the camera because no point in showing how to do this if I don't put it under the camera. Stick it on, like so. Start at the base, work your way up, like that, and then side to side, okay? And when you get it on there, if you have, like I do, I always have a little tiny bit extra on the skin over here. So what I do after I work it on there, and we'll go all the way around, okay? And then I don't save mine, but I am going to show you how to do it. Take the scissors and then flip your nail over, put it down towards the surface, and then cut. And just leave it sit there, okay? And then fold your edges over underneath, like so. Okay, so you have a little bit on the edges, right? Take your thing, pull your skin out, and then crinkle. So it pushes this excess into the crack without, hopefully my camera's focusing on what I'm doing. See how it's like causing that crease to get in there? It's pushing the color streak into the nail, down into the nail. See it? So then when you go, see how before it was just a, get to focus, there we go. Before it was just a flat piece that went all the way across, and now you can see where it's indented around it, right? So that's how you get it to line up with your skin. All right, I'm just gonna lay it flat. Oh, so if you want to do the other side, sorry, I forgot. I don't normally do it this way. Just peel that off and do the other side. See? I don't normally do that because if you look at this side versus this side is a smidgen wider than this side, if you look at it. And I need this side on the base of both of my pinkies. See how I have this gap here? I wouldn't have that if I used this side. So I'm actually going to peel this off. And another trick too, if I could peel this off, I'll show you. My kids are being obnoxiously loud, even though I've told them 15,000 times I'm making a video. You can stretch just a little bit. You don't want to do it too much because then you'll make it thin. See how much wider it is now? And put it on there. But I'm just going to use the other one because I don't save them. What, buddy?
My TV did something.
Alright, well I'm going to have to pause this because somebody's TV's not working. I'll be right back. Oh, I hit the play button. I mean the picture button. Hold on. And I'm back. I didn't touch anything, but just in case. Alright, so I'm going to leave that to dry for a minute. And then I'm going to do the other side. Same way. You don't have to do the anger method. You can touch the back of your nail. I just prefer not to because I don't want to mess with the adhesive stuff on the back. And I'm right-handed, so put it on, start at the bottom and work your way up, side to side, like so. And then the other technique is pull it over like this and use your thumbnail. You always do your thumbnails last. And tuck and push and it perforates like that. Okay? Anything that's there, perforate. See how it's perforated? And you just pick it off. Put it in your little trash pile. Stick it into my skin. And then pull it and then crease. See how it's creased in there now? It's on your nail. So when you go to do that, it won't pull away from your nail. See how it's creased in there nice and neat? So again, it's pull really tight and then crease really hard so that you're pushing it against your skin. See how it's nice and pushed against your skin? See? See the difference? And then when you have an overflap like this, you're supposed to wait until it cures a little bit, but you just take your little file and you just rub it against the edges of your nail gently. Oops, get under the camera, April. Gently. You can't even see it. And then you just pick it off and it peels off. And once you get the hang of it, you go by really fast. Like it only takes me like 5 minutes to do my nails for a single layer. That's not like a mixed mani or, you know, overlay, anything spectacular. It's just one set with nothing fancy on it. I can just zip right through it. But it wasn't always that way. It used to take me a long time. And then I take my little cuticle pusher and I gently roll it back and forth to perforate. Or you can use your nails. Push it up under the cuticles. I have it on the selfie side. I should have probably put it on the other side so that I could zoom in, huh? Sorry. And then just gently do it. Or you can use your thumbnail. I don't always like to use my thumbnail because I have thick thumbnails. And I'm always afraid I'm going to rip away too much. So I don't like to do that. And I'm doing it really slow so that everybody can see. Because normally I just zip right through this stuff. And I have like a lump of skin in my skin right here. And it's right in the, I keep my camera to focus. There we go. It's right in my, it's kind of like a hangnail, but it's a lump of skin. And when I mess with it, it gets real sore, so. Let me do this side with my fingernail, so maybe you can see. So whatever works best for you, I guess. It's whatever you want to do. See, I don't have any luck with my fingernails. Let me try this finger. Yeah, the finger's working. And then you just peel it off. Once you get in the hang of it and the swing of things, you'll know what works for you. And you just like, will zip through it too. And then you'll get used to it and you'll start doing mixed manis. Is it focusing? I'm looking at it at an angle so I can't tell. I need to finish this one. This one's in a weird angle. Let's see. Try my nail on this one too. See how well I do. I feel like I'm hurting myself when I do it with my nail. Like I have to be real cautious. This one I got a little bit up on my skin. I'll have to wait for it to dry. And then I'll just like pick it off my skin and then I'll use my little clippers here. And I'll snip the edges off with these, and then I'll use a little Q-tip and some remover and just gently rub across the skin part and it'll take it off. But there you go. I hope that helps anybody that's new. You just move along with each one. You have 2 thumbnails, so when I go through and do it, I measure, and you can even bend them a little bit if you want. So like the silver one, I won't use this one. I'll go to the next one and I'll use this one. And then this one, I won't use on that one, but I will use it on this one. And again, I'll skip the silver one. And I'll use this one, this big thumbnail, on my middle finger, and I'll have a lot of excess that I'll have to pick off. But that's the only one that covers my whole nail. All these other ones are too short. And then the thumbnail, it fits perfectly on my thumbnails. And then the silver ones, sometimes, like I won't use the silver ones on this set. I'll just have all the dark ones on. But sometimes I'll take stampers. Let's see if I can find some. I have them set out for the gift bags. Oh, here they are. Sometimes, depending on the set, I might be able to do it with this. I'll take a stamper, and what you do to stamper is you take the top coat off, and this one might be a little bit too small for this butterfly, but you'll get the point. And you just do a stamp, and then peel it off, and after you finish your mani, you would just stick it on there, and it would stick. You would peel the back off just like you would if you're putting your nails on, and if you have a big enough one you can get a couple stamps out of it, but I was just doing it to show you. And they come through, so be careful when you're doing it, because see how it pops through all the way. So just a little FYI. Yeah, so that is how you do Color Street. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I am going to finish my nails. I'll take a picture at the end when I get them all done, and I will post them, and I'm going to upload these videos now. Thank you everybody for joining Battle of the Hostess. It doesn't end until the 21st, so you still have plenty of time to support your host. If you're not able to buy, which is completely fine, please participate in the games and the questions and the posts that we put up. It doesn't cost anything to do any of those. You could win prizes, free sets, any of that stuff. Please invite friends to help support your hostess. We appreciate it. All right, y'all have a good one. Bye.